You're listening to the Nicole Banks Podcast, episode 118. Did I screw this up? Welcome to the Nicole Banks Podcast, where divorced women heal, grow, and find new love and dare to begin thriving. I'm Nicole, your divorce recovery coach and happy hour queen. If you're a Gen Xer ready to shake things up, level up, and have some fun, you're in the right place. Buckle up. We're getting into today's episode starting now. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hello. I hope you all are doing well. I'm just curious if you've ever had that moment where you're sitting in the car or folding laundry or, let's be honest, doom scrolling on your couch and your brain hits you with the thought, did I screw this up? Yeah, that one. The guilt grenade, the overthinking spiral, the maybe I should have tried harder, stayed longer, said less, done more. That soundtrack plays in surround sound at 2 a.m. in the morning. Welcome back to the Nicole Banks Podcast, where we tell the truth about healing, heartbreak, and that messy middle between I'm fine and actually being fine. Today, we're tackling guilt, the silent hangover from trying to hold it all together. So buckle up, girl, because this one's going to sting a little, but it's also going to set you free. Guilt has a way of showing up like an uninvited guest, right? Just when you're starting to dance again. You're at your friend's wedding, hair done, lipstick on, the DJ drops a throwback from your glory days, and instead of vibing, you freeze. That voice whispers, you should have fought harder for your marriage. Or your kids wouldn't be struggling if you just handled things differently. It's wild, right? We could be in the middle of calm waters, finally catching our breath, and guilt shows up with a megaphone yelling, are you sure you deserve this peace? Or it creeps in when the kids are upset, or when we see our ex smiling on social media, or when we're not happy on the dance floor, because somewhere deep down, we still think someone else's feelings are our responsibility. You know when this hits me the hardest? I was at a friend's wedding pretending I was having the time of my life. And halfway through the Macarena, yes, the Macarena, da-da-da-da. Okay, anyway, the point being is I froze. Everyone else was laughing, and I was stuck wondering if I had failed at my own happily ever after. That's the thing about guilt. It waits until you're standing in the middle of joy to remind you of pain. If you grew up being the fixer, the peacemaker, or the one who smoothed things over before anyone got mad, then guilt is practically your love language. You take on everyone else's pain like it's your job description. You over-apologize. You over-explain. You volunteer as tribute for emotional labor no one even asked you to do. And raise your hand if you've ever said this. It's fine. I'll handle it. When it absolutely wasn't fine and you absolutely did not need to handle it. My hands go up too. We mistake exhaustion for loyalty, but really, it's people pleasing with lipstick. And then when something finally doesn't work, like a marriage, a friendship, or a situation that needed to end, you carry all the blame like a backpack full of bricks. But here is the truth. You didn't screw up. You just stopped over functioning. You stopped playing the part of everyone else's emotional support human, and the world got uncomfortable. That is not failure. That's alignment. We believe that healing means we'll reach some magical day where we never look back, never cry, never second guess. Spoiler alert, that is not how it works. Healing isn't a one-way ticket to never feeling bad again. It's learning to spot those guilt waves when they hit and surf them instead of drowning. Sometimes the guilt hits because the water's too calm. Life's peaceful, and that peace feels suspicious. Wait, am I allowed to feel this okay? Yes. The answer is yes, you are. Peace isn't proof you did something wrong. It's proof you finally stopped fighting battles that weren't yours. We can forgive everyone else, our ex, our friends, even that neighbor who still borrows our lawn chairs, but forgiving ourselves, that's the Everest climb. Because self-forgiveness requires honesty. It means saying, yeah, I made choices from pain, I stayed too long. I reacted out of fear. I wasn't perfect. And sometimes forgiveness starts in the smallest places, like not cringing at old photos or rereading old texts just to punish yourself. It's quiet work. It's choosing not to reopen a wound that's finally closing, then choosing to stop punishing yourself for being human. You did the best you could with what you knew at the time. Now you know better, and that's the only apology your soul needs. Let me say that again for the people in the back, okay? You don't owe anyone a perfect performance. You owe yourself permission to move on. Next time that "did I screw this up" thought creeps in, pause. Ask yourself, am I really guilty or just uncomfortable with my own growth? Because guilt often shows up when we're changing faster than other people are ready for. When we start saying no, when we stop explaining, when we leave the dance floor instead of performing, that's not screwing up. That is setting yourself free. So here's your reminder, my friend. You didn't ruin your life, you saved it. And that quiet peace you feel now, that's not the calm before another storm. It's what healing sounds like. And if you need help forgiving yourself, if you're tired of feeling like you're the only one carrying all the blame, I wrote something for you. My new book, How to Navigate Heartache, Healing, and Love After Divorce, is your permission slip to stop carrying the guilt, to start trusting your own timing, and to remember that your story isn't over. It's just getting good. You can pre-order your copy now at NicholeBanks.com. And let's keep walking this journey together because you're not broken, you're becoming. If nobody's told you lately, you are allowed to enjoy your own company. You're allowed to dance again, to laugh too loud, to build a life that has zero resemblance to the one that broke you. That's not selfish. That is sacred. All right, that is a wrap for today's episode. If this hits home, share it with your bestie who's probably overthinking something right now too, right? And remember, your peace isn't proof you did something wrong. It's proof you finally did something right. I'm Nichole Banks, and I'll see you next time on the Nichole Banks Podcast. Dare to begin. That's a wrap for today's episode. I hope you're feeling as refreshed as a spiked lemonade on a hot day. If you love what you heard, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and spread the love. Want to go deeper? Check out my courses, women's retreats, and the Dare to Begin membership, where we put everything we've learned into action. NicholeBanks.com. Don't forget, I spell my name with an H. NicholeBanks.com. Until next time, keep leveling up and dare to begin.